Hey guys, it's Michelle with Michelle Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today I wanted to hop on and share with you some of my Black Friday finds that I did in person the day after Thanksgiving here in 2025 in Central Florida. And so the first place I wanted to share with you was Target. Now, a lot of these stores were actually having their sales, I believe, like almost a week before it was an official Black Friday day. It's like I'm on the fence if I like it or if I don't like it, because, you know, if you're in the stores beforehand shopping for obviously Thanksgiving supplies, you're going to come across things. And then probably by the time it is actually Black Friday and you're out in the stores, those items that you were probably going to get are scarce. So I was really there just for the miscellaneous, unique, oh, I never saw this at my location kind of thing. And so that's really what I do for the fun of it. My mom and I go, usually it's with my daughter and her boyfriend, but this year they went to Colorado instead, and that's totally fine with us. But we were out since 4 in the morning and we didn't quit till 4 p.m. So we were out a good 12 hours and we were exhausted. But we had a lot of fun and, you know, we found some cool stuff. So the first thing I wanted to share with you were these notes that I found in the dollar spot. And I did take off the little tape that they have on the side, but I think these were cute. They do have a magnet on the back, I guess mainly to put on the refrigerator probably. They were only $1 each. I did not see this at my location here in Lake Mary, Florida, so I can't remember where I picked these up at. Probably either Sanford or no, I was in Altamont. Was I in Altamont? I think I was in Altamont. Anyways, I just thought they were kind of cute with the little snow cabin at the bottom. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Snow Lodge collection with Simple Stories. I think it was a year or two ago that I actually have some products on. So I just thought it would be kind of cool to get this on hand to use for my junk journaling. And then the same with this one. This one's a to-do list. Now the front page of both of these is just to give you inspiration as to what to use them for. This one also had a magnet on the back, but they're just blank. It just has the word to do with the date and done on it, and I just thought it was cool. It is like just regular copy paper. There's no thickness to this. I mean, its intended use is to write and throw away, but I just thought it was kind of fun. So I'll probably use the pages inside of my junk journaling. And then I did find another one of these, so I did pick up a second option to have on hand because it comes with 4 sheets of the letter to Santa, 4 envelopes, and then 1 sticker sheet. So the envelopes are here on the back. And I just thought it was a really cute little, you know, item. I'm obviously going to use for junk journaling, but for $1, I figured why not get a second one. Then when I saw the cards, I've been seeing a lot of people show these, and I really never got the Old Maid. I just think I got the matching game. And so I liked how the designs on these were different from the other, and for $1 a piece, I said, why not? To me, it's kind of very similar to Five Below's dollar bin, where they have those cards in the front of their store. So I picked these up as well, but in case you have not seen anyone else's, I'm just going to share with you what they are. So the game is Old Maid. So you should have, I think you're supposed to have 2 of each of them, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Or no, you're supposed to just have the Old Maid card. But so all of these on the front have these different images. And then the back just says the word Old Maid, but you can definitely cover that up. Or if you're going to turn this into a pocket on your page, you know, you're going to glue 3 sides, or it's make it a tuck spot where you're only doing the L shape option, then you're never going to see it. No one's going to know. But I thought these were just so adorable and cute when someone had shown them on their channel. So I said, if I find them, I will get them, because you never know. When you see the packaging on the outside, you just never know what's on the inside. But for $1, and then someone else showed it, so I got those. Then I saw something new at my dollar spot, these cute little figurines. Now, for some weird reason, all of my elf ones were open, so I just figured out how to put them together because I really wanted one. And these were only $1 a piece. Now, I only got one, but there were like maybe a few. They feel like if they are an eraser. And I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is an eraser. And it comes with stickers. So you have these cute little stickers. And I figure, like, I want to turn them into a charm. So that's what my intent is. But like I said, at my location, they had them out like this. It was like a whole fiasco. This is how I found them in the bin. And I'm like, it has to go because I saw all the other characters together. So I pretty much just assembled them as I figured it out. And then I thought it was supposed to go this way. And then I saw the other ones and I'm like, oh, it's supposed to go like this and snap into place. However, when I got to the register, these tiny little barcodes did not scan for nothing. So I was at one of those self-checkout ones and I called the lady over and I'm like, this is not scanning. She's like, I can't even read the UPC symbol. And I'm like, good, because I can't either. And so she figured out a way to just mark them a buck because that's what they were. So just letting you know, they did have, I believe, I want to say an abominable snowman. No, Squidward. I think that's what it was, Squidward. Then I was at another location and I've never seen these, but they have wicked puzzles. So they had one that was Alphaba and then they had one that was Glenda. And I couldn't get one without the other because that would make no sense. But I'm going to tell you that I'm probably not going to put it together, or maybe I will. I'm not sure. It's a puzzle. Now I'm going to use the pieces and I'm actually going to use the cover. In fact, the first thing I said out of my mouth to my mom was, oh my God, this would be a great junk journal. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, let's turn the cover into a junk journal. So I feel confident that that's possible because it's just a sleeve on here. So if that's all you want is a sleeve. Now these bad boys did cost $5 a piece. Am I correct on that? I think so. I think these were $5 a piece. So, I mean, you want to use it for its intended purposes, but as you can see, you open it up and you have all the puzzle pieces in here. But you get this cool box. I'm not sure what I would do with this, but you definitely can just slice this bad boy off. That says 100 pieces puzzle. You can finagle something around with that, put trim or something, and then this portion would come off because you see the binding in there. I don't want that to be my spine. And then I would flip it up like this. And this is a really good spine option. So I think this is 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 inches. And it's just so pretty. And I'm pretty sure if you're able to slice and dice this properly, you could probably salvage this as well. So not only that, but this one here, if you're gonna slice open this box, and use the components from it, you could definitely do what you want. And the pieces are kind of large, they're not small, so you could definitely use them as charm pieces or, you know, actually make the puzzle. So I'll figure out what I'm actually going to do with the puzzle pieces, but I just had to have the cover of the actual puzzle itself. And like I said, I did not see this at any other location, and I'm not going to mess that up and put that there. So the Alphaba one is pretty much the same. So you just slice open the sides and then you can use the cover. So then you get 2 books. So like a best friend junk journaling option I thought was like perfect and ideal. And I'll probably just make something like that next year because I really don't have the time this year. And then I went to the games, and of course my mom's like, really, Michelle? And I'm like, yeah, I really want these games because they were a good deal. And I said, why not? So I believe I didn't pay more than $10 for any of these games when they were on the Black Friday deal. So if this is something you're interested in, just keep that in mind that I paid nothing less than $10. So if you see something that's less than $10 on sale or $10, then it's a good deal. But this one I found in one of those kiosks, or you know, those end cap bins. And this is a Minecraft Explorers game. And so on the back is what intrigued me because of all the different information that it kind of gives you. And I do have a few things that are Minecraft related because my nieces like it. And so I was like, I think it would be worthwhile. So is this all that's in here? No, can't be. Oh, okay. I was like, I know there's cards. So I've seen the movie, the live action one. I don't know if there's a cartoon one, but I was just like, what am I watching? I don't know of the game. I don't have children that play the game. I don't really watch my nieces. So it's kind of like I'm confuzzled. I'm just confused. So I'm just going to roll with it. And I don't know if anyone else out there is like that with me, but you know, it is what it is, right? So these are just all the icons that I believe you can use in the game, whether it's a weapon or it does something for your body or character. And then on the other side, like I know that that's a character. Well, these are all characters, I guess, and that's a place and a location and stuff like that. So I just thought it was kind of neat to have, and who knows how much use I'll get out of this, but why not? So this was the Minecraft Explorers game that I picked up. Then I came across this one here, Horrible Therapist, and I started laughing. I started laughing when I was reading this out loud. So if this offends you, my apologies in advance, but you got to understand it's just humor. So, you know, it goes, why are you anxious today? And it goes, because I ran over a priest with my car. And then you're supposed to pick the funniest out of two. So your options are, would you mind texting me photos of that, insinuating what he ran over? You want to give heavy breathing, or, well, I've got a hand sanitizer if you need it, implementing you need to wash your hands of the crime. So to me, it was just hilarious. And I'm like, I can't pass this up. And I don't really know if I want to keep it to play or if I want to keep it to use. And then these little animated, I don't want to call them bunnies, are just crazy. So let's just open it up because I was anxious. Now they did have another one there and I'm like, okay, I gotta limit myself because, you know, 10 and 10 and 10, they add up, right? I'm well aware of that, especially if I'm intending to just, you know, use them in junk journaling. But I could not resist. It's just too funny. I just can't. And my mom's like, I can't believe you're laughing about this. I'm like, because it's just, it's craziness. Like, really? Anyways, so, okay, so we have answers, and then we have treatment. Oh my God, this is hilarious. And then question. So I guess that's what you're supposed to, oh, where's the back? I guess that's what you're supposed to do is ask the question and then give the answer, and then you have the treatment. So I'm assuming that's the process. So I probably will do this where in each of whatever I put these in as junk journalings, I'm going to give one of each or possibly more treatment to the answers. And then whoever has it can have like an interactive conversation. Oh my God, this is so funny. Okay. So I think this was well worth the $10 fee. I've obviously it feels like I'm under a rock because I did not know that these kind of weird games existed out there, or maybe I just, you know, didn't pay attention. But it's also a game by Exploding Kittens, which just explains itself, I guess. The next thing I came across was Candyland. Now, I do have some stuff of Candyland, but they're like the Dollar Tree version of the travel option. So I was like, oh my God, this would be perfect. I can kind of like mix and match and kind of go from it. And then I saw at the bottom, they have all these figurines, and I'm sure you know where my mind is going, making them into charms. I can definitely do 5 books where each character has its own charm. I can incorporate the colors and infuse it with the color concept for Candyland and bring in candy stuff. And my mind was just flooding, and I was even tempted to get 2, but I said no, let's just get 1. Let's see where it goes. I'm pretty sure next year it will have the same deal, because sometimes I feel like the deals just multiply in years, but then sometimes you don't. It's like walking in Hobby Lobby and you realizing that you have the same stuff that they have on the shelves that you got last year during its 75% off deal, and realizing, okay, you're good, you don't need it, right? Oh, did they do all of them? They did. Anyways, so I just kind of wanted to share with you some of the things that I found that attracted me. And because I did my Christmas shopping a little early this year, I really bought just for myself. And why not? You know, I do it all year round anyways. Ooh, we got a little bag. That's cute. That would be perfect for a junk journal that's the size of a candy box, hence the candy concept. We have all of this. We have the pieces. We have the characters that I showed you earlier, and then we have the board game. So I guess you don't get like little cards. I would have to read this to figure that out, but maybe these are the ones that are like the little cards that you're supposed to shuffle or something. Haven't played this game in like ages, but I really feel like I can make a book out of this. So it would be kind of fun and cool. Obviously, the main one would have the Candyland. So this would kind of be one book in height, and I would slice this here and make the bottom one another book, because you do have a nice scenery here. Or work with me here, you can get 4 books out of here, because I don't know how wide this is. Well, I have a ruler. It is, if we do in the crease to the edge where it's the blue overhang, then that is 9.5 inches in width. So I feel like I might want to tailor that down a little bit. And if I keep the characters into play, then I can do 8 inches, create a spine, and then use my own chipboard and create a backing. So therefore, I can get 4 covers out of this. So 4 covers, think about that. 4 covers out of a card game, a board game, and then use all the pieces and whatever you have on hand for $10, and then do the math on that, whatever the girl mathing is. So I think this is a very good deal. So if you find this and you're interested in Candyland, definitely pick this up. Now, the last thing I got from Target was this one, Villains Unstoppable. Now, so last year I actually had gotten a game for Disney, and I can't remember what it was, and I still haven't utilized it yet, but I saw this one, and this one was on sale as well. So I figured, I know I don't have a villain concept one, and I do have stuff that are villain related that I can turn into a junk journal. And so when I went on the back, I definitely saw all the face card characters, and I'm like, oh my God, I want this. So I did get this one as well, and that's when I kind of like told myself, okay, I gotta stop because there were other places I had to go. And yeah, I wanted to make sure. Now, if you are thinking, was I one of those ones that stood outside Target till 4 in the morning to see if I got one of those bags? I was not. I heard it was a very big disappointment. If you were one of those and you did not get one of those huge prizes, I do feel for you, and I do understand your frustration. But yeah, I scrolled in. I mean, I was there when they opened, but I wasn't going to stand in the line. Yeah. So, and I just remembered where I was. I was near the Florida Mall. I was not in Altamont. So this is where I got the stuff, at the Florida Mall at that Target. Yeah, so this is the instructions. Okay, and then we have all of these. I guess these are the base pieces for each person, because you have 4 players here. And then here is the board, I'm assuming. And then we have all these fun tokens in here, which you can definitely turn into charms. We have some more cards, which probably have instructions for each of the boards of the players. Here you have some more chipboard pieces. And then you have your characters. So you have 4 characters. Again, 4 books you can create with 4 charms, depending on the character's colors. And then you get a stack of cards. So let's open the stack of cards, because I'm very curious to know what it is. I do see the 4 colors associated to the cards, because I see it as an outline. And of course, these don't want to open. So has everyone been having a good holiday season? I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving if you're here in the States celebrating. I did. We had a really nice, relaxing Thanksgiving until we had to wake up at 3 a.m. to take my daughter to the airport. And my gosh, I've never done a Friday after Thanksgiving airport run, and it was crazy to see how many people are there. Like, it was bumper to bumper traffic just to get to one of the concourses. So here we go. Here is the first character. I believe that's Hades from Hercules. Then we have Scar from Lion King. We have Ursula from Little Mermaid. And I want to say that's Maleficent, if I'm not mistaken, from Snow White. No, not Snow White. Beauty and the Beast. No, Aurora. What is she? Sleeping Beauty. I know there was a beauty in there somewhere. And yep, there she is. So then you have on the other side all of the character pieces that I guess go with either the movie or the characters in itself. So I think this is like so much fun. Like, if you're doing Little Mermaid, this is like perfect. Lion King, which I have a stuff of. Hercules I don't have that much of. So I'm kind of glad that I got this one, because I do like Hercules. One of my favorite Disney movies. Well, I have a lot of Disney movie favorites, but anyways, so this was everything in this type of thing. Now I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say there are different styles of the Villainous Unstoppable with the characters. So if you're looking for a specific character, I want to say you want to see which one, which game is associated with the character you're looking for. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case because I'm not playing these games, but I do see them out and about. Now, I'm still shopping Black Friday. In fact, the first stop I went to was JCPenney. I was in the checkout lane and they had strawberry shortcake stuff. And so they had a bracelet and I was going to get that. And then I realized that they had a necklace, which was actually the same price as the bracelet, but I got more charms out of it because the whole purpose is you're supposed to change out the charms for your necklace. So I do have strawberry shortcake herself and then all the characters that are in here with a heart and a strawberry itself. So I think there's 6 in there and 1 on the chain itself. So this was $10. It was regular price, but I did have a $10 coupon that I got when I walked in there, which would have paid for this, but you know, it has to be a little bit over. So my mom gave me something that she wanted to buy. And so then the combination together, I pretty much got this for free. So, you know, sometimes that's why when I like going Black Friday shopping, you want to go wherever the promos are so that if you're able to get them, then you win from it. So freebie for me. So I got that. And then we did manage to go to a TJ Maxx Home Goods location, and I have not yet found the bingo for Christmas, and that's okay. I have so many bingo cards, but I did find a cat bingo and it kind of intrigued me. So for $7.99, I picked this one up and I just love the colors. And so I really want to open this up with you guys to kind of see what entirely it is on the inside. Now I've purchased bingo cards from Home Goods, TJ Maxx before, so I know that the quality is going to be there, but sometimes, you know, when you get them, it can be different, right? I hate that these things are so difficult to open. Come on. There we go. So it's kind of like a watercolor kitty. It's just so cute. So let's see. We even have little paw prints. Oh my God, look how cute they are. So we have all these cute kitty cats, and then we have the associated icons with the kitty, but I just love how their watercolor concept is. Of course, I'm going through them. Probably the ones that I want to see are the kitties. So cute. And then on the back, they're just the print of the design, which are cute. There's no wording on it, which I kind of like. And then the actual bingo cards themselves. So there's 12 of them in here. I think I need to do like a SKU or something on my website where it's just random bingo cards, and that way you get like a variety pack of all the bingo cards I have. But so you can basically see these are cat bingos. You definitely have all of the inserts there. On the back, it's completely white, so you can definitely use this for journaling if you want to make this as an ephemera, or if you want to make this the cover of a book, or if you want to just insert this in the middle and just make it interactive. It is really thick cardstock, so you definitely will have sturdiness for this bad boy. But I wanted to share that with you in case you are a cat lover like me. I have 2 of my own, 1 a stray. Actually, we have 3 cats. 1 is at my mom's house. But yeah. Then another thing I found at TJ Maxx was this one, Wickedly Popular. It is a Wicked concept. It was $7.99 that I got it for, but the reason why I did pay $7.99 was because I really liked all of the stickers. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Disney sticker book I picked up from Ollie's a couple weeks ago. And I do like that I get 2 sheets of everything. So if I do wanted to make more of those books that I've been showing you, the junk journaling books that I've made, I could definitely cut, you know, some of the stickers out and put them with the junk journaling. That way the person can put the stickers where they want them to go. So it kind of incorporates a little bit of Wizard of Oz along with Wicked, because you do see, you know, over the rainbow and all that stuff, because that's really Wizard of Oz. But I just thought it was kind of cute, and I really haven't seen anything like this, and I felt like it still would go with the collections that I do have from various scrapbook places out there. So I did get this. So again, I have not seen this yet in other places, but when I saw it, I didn't want to miss the opportunity. Then I did go to Ollie's because we were looking for a specific book that my mom wanted, and why not make an excuse? So I did see someone had showed this Blackbeard Lost Journal on their channel, and I was like, I have not seen this yet at my local Ollie's. But I did go to the Castleberry location, even though that's the one I usually go to, and all of a sudden it was there. So I was like, oh my God, I want to get this. So this was $5.99. It is sealed, so make sure that when you pick yours up, if you want one, you get it sealed, because there are interactive things in here, and you just want to make sure that, you know, someone didn't take it out or tamper with it. So we're going to open this baby up. And I love, like, what you call it, like pirate stuff. I think that's kind of interesting. And then inside the book, you can definitely see, like, this is what I'm referring to as interactive. So you have, like, the wanted poster for, who's this for? I think it's Blackbeard. So that's there. And then you keep going, and, like, there's just random stuff throughout the book. But it's just so pretty. So this one looks like it's, yeah. So this is a document that you would lift up, and then you would have something underneath it. So I feel like that's why they have them sealed, because there's so much that could possibly be removed by people playing with them. I want to say this is intended to be like this. Yeah, so you just take this out, and I think it's intended to be like that. So I just thought it was interesting, and I don't really have anything like this in my stash of books, and I just thought, why not? So I'm not really sure if I'll keep this for myself or if I will pull from it, but I just love it. I love this kind of stuff. History is just, it's amazing how far we've come and stuff like that. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you. So that was $5.99, and then I came across this one for $2.99. I was like, what? So this is obviously a Halloween countdown. We are in Christmas mode, so I get that. But I was very curious to know. What was inside. So since it's sealed, I was a little bit like, do I take the risk? It was only $3, so why not? But we're going to open it up together and see what's in here. I mean, it does tell you it's a countdown. So it's like an advent calendar. So cool. So let's see what's in this one. So pumpkin decorating stencil sheets. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, there's more in here. I don't want to ruin the pictures because I kind of want to see if I can salvage these things. Oh, we have the snake and then that other thing. So that's neat. Okay, so put that back. That was number 7. I guess we should go with number 1. And then we have Dark Creatures, 6 Ghosts. So it's a little book. Okay, that's cool. So when I do my Harry Potter thing. And then number 9. It's like really hard because it's a hardcover book. Okay, here's another book, Beetle the Bard. And then it's like all this information. I wonder if I can make these a little bigger, like on my scanner, so you can like kind of read them and stuff. So that's that one. Okay, number 3. I don't know how else to take these out. All right, so what's this? A sticker? Looks like a sticker. Yeah, a sticker. It sucks that it's folded. Okay. Oh, look, keychain. That's kind of cool. It feels a little like sticky. And then number 8. Draw this Harry Potter So it's just cards. So was this worth $3? I don't know. It's kind of neat, don't get me wrong, but you have all these other characters. See number 5. Ooh, this one's cool. That's neat. And then number 6, what's in here? Okay, so it's a matching game with the different characters. That's cool. Okay, so maybe it's getting a little bit worth the $3 because you're getting all this ephemera. All right, let's move it over here to Bellatrix. See what she has inside. So we have like coasters. I'm assuming that's what these are. Dementor hot chocolate. Oh, so it's telling you the recipe. Okay, with your coasters. That's kind of cool. All right, number 12. I need a little pick. Oh, it's a button. That's kind of neat. Okay, and let's go number 10. Ooh, we have a patch. Okay, I like that. And then the last one, number 13. Ooh, I think this is like you put on the back of your phone. So it's Slytherin though, because you know it shows a snake on here. But if you're a Slytherin lover, then obviously you know what you're gonna get. But I thought that was kind of neat. So I'm glad I opened that with you guys. But the book cover you could definitely use if you wanted to, and just like cover something, like instead of Halloween Countdown, you put something on top of there and then change this over here. And I just think other than that, everything else is kind of creepy and cool. This has a little bit of a raisedness to it. I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. Then I went to Walmart. At Walmart, I found a few things. I didn't get too crazy. I did find these cute little ornaments. I'm not sure if because I bought this a while ago, but I wasn't sure if I showed this to you or not. But this was in the ornament section, and I thought they were going to be kind of cute to put as dangles on a bookend of a junk journal. So I picked these up, and I just love how happy they look. So I got those. And then they had all these big golden books for $5. I was like, what? This is insane. So I didn't get them all. There was a couple others, but I was like, I really wasn't into that. So I got Frosty the Snowman, and yes, I only got one of each because my mom already was giving me the stink eye. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Pokey Little Puppy's First Christmas. Oh my God, it's so cute. And then I had to get A Nightmare Before Christmas. So it is a Halloween one or a Christmas one, however you interpret it, because I feel like it can be for both holidays. But I did get these 4 that were $5 a piece during the Black Friday Walmart deal. Now, there were books at Target that I had my eye on, and my mom was like, you really need them? I'm like, no, I don't really need them. I don't have any place for them. And then we went to Walmart, and I'm like, I need to get these because these I want. But anyways, I really wish I would have gotten those because they had for $5, they had like a thick book of Richard's Scary Stories. They had another one that I forgot there was like 4 different books that were $5 a piece, but they were thick, and it wasn't to turn into, it was to use from. You see, there's a difference there. One could be turned into, one could be used from. The last thing I wanted to share with you that I did pick up these gigantic advent calendar storybook countdowns. These I got at Five Below. I was walking around the whole store because I saw someone haul these, and I was like, what? These are $5. $5 for advent calendar, and there's 24 books in here. So we're gonna open it up and I'm gonna show you. But I did get Disney. They had one, and then they had this one that was a storybook, generic kind of concept, but these little critters are just like adorable. So obviously the Disney one I was drawn to the most, but I wanted to get both of them. These were the only 2 styles that they had that I'm aware of, or at least at my location. And I thought they would be in the book section. I thought they would be in the Christmas section. Neither. I actually found them on the floor in the front of the store near like that little, I don't know if every store is like this, but they have like a beam in the middle, and it's like all these things all around in different bins. They're like the metal gallon thingies. And so this was on the floor right next to something. And I'm here looking and looking and looking and stressing. And I'm like, oh, forget it. They don't have them. My store, of course, won't have them. And as I'm walking out, for some weird reason, I just look forward from the register, because sometimes they hide shit in the register. And I realized, oh my God, they're right there. So I picked them up and I went to the register again. But I can't even fit this in frame. And I'm zoomed all the way out. Yeah, can't go any further. But as you can see, they're so freaking cute. Here, I'll get this one. We'll get number 9. Here is Belle and the Castle Puppy. Like, how freaking cute is this? So you have this cute little storybook. You can do with it as you please. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to use these. But I just thought they were so cool. So you have 101 Dalmatians, Coco, Turning Red, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Mickey. I don't know what this one is. Misadventures of, oh, Hey Hey. So that's Moana. You have Luca. This one is what? Rapunzel. You have Ariel, Lady and the Tramp, Bambi, Finding Nemo, Peter Pan, Monsters Inc., Jungle Book, Dumbo, Incredibles, Pinocchio, Toy Story, Lion King, Encanto, Minnie Mouse, which I'm guessing is just generic. Let's see. Yeah, just Minnie. And then the last one here is Aladdin. I mean, I feel like they hit pretty much the bulk of the major Disney movies. But I just thought this was darling. If you wanted to know the size of the book, here, let's just measure one of them, because they're very small. It's a good 4x4? Yeah, 4x4. So let's say you're making a Beauty and the Beast book, but you want to insert this in it, like as a ephemera piece. I mean, that's just priceless, because how many people bought these books, you know, these advent calendars, and you have 24 of them for $5. Like, you can't go wrong. So where am I going to store it? I do not know, but we'll discuss that at a later date. Then we have this one, not Disney oriented at all, but the same concept. So again, these cute little critters are just so freaking adorable. And then you open it up and you have 24 random stories. So I won't open them all, but you can definitely see you have The Night Before Christmas, the traditional story. That's number 24, I guess, because it is iconic, The Night Before Christmas. You have a cute little Christmas llama. Oh my God, how adorable is that? So again, these are 4x4. We'll do this one. Little Penguins, Big Adventure. Oh my God, look at that cute little furry guy. Oh, so cute. We'll do one over here. Santa Cancels Christmas. Oh, this would be perfect for anyone living in a climate like mine where we don't get snow. We are hot year round, except this winter season we're in like the 40s. Little Christmas Tree. So you definitely have all these cute little things. Oh my God. So I can go over all 24 of them, but you definitely get the point. It's all Christmas related. You do have critters in some of the storylines. This one's grabbing my attention, number 15. And all I see is like unicorn colors. Oh, my niece would love this. Oh, it's the unicorns bringing a burst of festive color. How freaking adorable is this? What? I love it. Cute little storyline. So you could definitely make a cute little book out of this if you didn't want to branch from this and make another one. So this would be your junk journaling. You could definitely take the basing, because there's nothing on the inside, and you can put it on cardstock, you know, glue this onto the cardstock. What I would probably recommend, in my opinion, would be to wrap the cardstock and then make it a little bit bigger. So this is 4 inches. I would probably do 4 and an eighth, and then you have like this little tiny border all the way around, or you could do 4 1/4 and have a bigger border, and then you have a bigger basing. And then on the back, you don't really need to use this unless you want to. Oh, maybe it's part of the story. If this is part of the story, then yeah, you would want to make this the back of your book. But my whole thing is like, you definitely can use from this and make your own storyline in a junk journal if you want something small to just make it like, you know, put in your purse kind of thing. So anyways, I just think this is just so much fun. I honestly had no idea these things even existed. I think this is a great idea. Hopefully they do this every year. And again, $5. That's just craziness. Anyways, I want to wish you guys a great day. Hopefully you guys stayed till the end. And if you did, thank you. And I hope that you are enjoying your holiday season, whichever holiday you celebrate this year. And I will see you in the next video. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.